Okay, so let's talk about this tour. You're coming on, this is a national tour. We're in West Texas, so you'll be coming to the middle of West Texas. We are a dual market
Yes.
between Midland and Odessa. And the closest to this area that we would have national touring productions was, El Paso or Dallas, some of those
Yeah.
larger metropolitan areas. This building will we've been here about 14 years. It's an amazing performing arts center, and the community has really embraced the fact that we can bring these national tours right here to
Hmm.
this pocket of West Texas.
Absolutely.
So we're super excited about it. And so when we talk about Respect, the Aretha Franklin story, tell us a little bit about what your individual roles are in this tour.
You can go first.
You want me to go first? Okay. I am a featured singer, but I am also her cover. If
Mhm.
anything ever happens, I got, what I'm saying? Like, oh, snap. Okay, come
Jumping
on.
in.
Jumping in. But yes, I'm a featured singer. So, we hyping her up on the side. We got our songs too, you know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
yes, I like my role. I love my role.
Yeah, and I am the lead
Yes,
vocalist.
she is.
But I do back them up as well. We sing together, we're moving together. And so it's definitely an experience to not only see myself do it, but also to see them do it as well, because this is definitely a collective effort. That's going to make for a beautiful connection on stage
Nice.
that not only we can feel, but also the audience.
I think it's good we can lean into that too, because
Mhm.
just say we are doing a show and it's like, oh, nervous jitters.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We all there with each other, It's not necessarily like, oh my God, I forgot the line.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Christina,
absolutely.
give us a synopsis of the show. What will people see in this production?
In this production, they will see some of her greatest hits, along with some of the hidden hits that should have been some of the greatest. And they're going to find out more about her accomplishments instead of just the sad moments. Because Aretha was out here winning awards. She was out here handling business as a Black woman during the 60s,
The
the
60s,
the
70s.
time where Black women were supposed to be quiet. Women in general were supposed to be quiet back then. And so they're gonna hear how, although she went through all of these low moments, she lost her mom at a young age, but the community she had around her was not just your normal community. She
Right.
had Albertina Walker, Mahalia Jackson, Sam Cooke, Martin Luther King Jr. You just going home and Martin Luther King Jr. sitting on your couch.
Yeah.
And
Right,
like
right. That's crazy.
that is beautiful, but I don't think people realize that her not only being a musician but also an activist
Activist. Right.
for all of these things to be just so we can sit together.
Mhm.
It's not that we want to be able to just rule things. We just want to sit together and honor and respect each other, which is why she always said, um, what she said, we always require and want respect. It is our basic human right.
Halo.
And so if that was the basic of everything today,
Right.
like
Yeah.
that
For
would be
everyone. For
exactly,
everyone.
it would
Yeah.
be so beautiful. But to see how to see how she and her story were back then is still relevant now.
Mhm.
I feel like it will either bring people closer together, being aware of what she experienced, but still conquered,
Mhm.
because she was still winning awards. People knew to have cash in hand,
Yeah.
and her
What?
pocketbook was on stage with her. Like, all of these things matter because she did it. Like,
Yeah.
no matter how sad it was, she did it. And I think that a lot of
She
times
worked hard.
people sit in their sadness for a little bit too long
Mhm.
sometimes. And she's like, oh, let me write a song about it, get over it.
Right.
Let me write a song. And she would sing her heart out, but she was literally singing her heart out.
Mhm.
And so I feel like people are going to be more aware of Aretha's beauty, because Aretha could not have made all of these songs and have not had beauty in her heart.
Right.
And the love that she had, it was for the music, but it was also for everyone. It's like, y'all, come on, let's sing this song. And I'm looking forward to the transformation that's going to happen from the beginning of the story to the end, not just us telling the story, but us singing the songs.
With the audience. How the
Absolutely.
audiences will react and kind of grow along
Yes.
with that story.
Yes.
Because it is, so important that, she was an activist, at her core, to be able to like share those experiences and have people kind of really get to know them.
Yes.
I think is incredible. And, this is Black History Month. February is Black History Month.
Is.
And I just thought, what a wonderful time in our space to get to know her in this way, in a more intimate way.
Yeah. And I feel like it's definitely carried so much through your voice. Like you can just definitely tell she's such an inspiration that you just grew up on her. I'm old soul. So like that type of music was already like, that's just, but Aretha specifically, she just has such a beautiful story.
I agree.
She's just beautiful in every aspect you can think of. Yeah.
Well, and Demiah, there'll be so many different age, generations of people that will be in this room, and you being again the youngest on this tour.
Oh, that's so crazy.
What are you hoping that younger generation gets from this performance, right? Because we know so much of our older generations, they can relate to the music because they were around when it was coming out. But this younger generation, for some of them, this will be the first time they're hearing these songs.
Yeah. I think specifically this is real music. And you can find real music these days, but like this is where it started. Yes. This is how we got where we are today. So it's just more of like connecting the two, and which is why you're here. We're helping you take a trip back to that and bring you to here, So yeah.
It's definitely bridging the gap. It's definitely.
It's like,
because there's a disconnect from generation to generation, and it should be a connection that's like, oh no, come on, I got you, and then this person up here got you.
Like what's popular now, it's kind of just more like chill, laid back, kind of like, vocally especially, they don't really say the words.
No,
I'll be like, what she said? You gotta look up the
You have to Google it. You have to Google the lyrics.
But Aretha specifically, like, everything is short chews.
Yes.
Like, like
enunciation.
Trouble we know she's saying that. Or
yes.
Like, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck.
Yes.
Like it's just very much
you know what she's saying.
Yes,
absolutely.
What she's saying.
You don't gotta say, huh?
Yeah, I'll be today and I'm like,
rewind.
Google. Like, oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the queen of making up my own lyrics. So
ain't nothing wrong with that, friend. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, but this sounds good when I sing it.
Absolutely. And it don't matter because this is your song to sing.
Right.
That's right. That's right. Well, and I think the other thing that's going to be different about this show than some of our other Broadway shows is that we want it to be a little bit like a concert in the making, right?
Right.
I've heard us talk about, we want people to not be afraid to feel the music.
Absolutely.
Right.
To get up, to rejoice in the words, in the music.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I think that's always a little bit different for our Broadway audiences, right? Because they're so
they're used to having to stay seated.
And
we like, no, get up. If you want to dance, make this a dance floor.
Get up and dance.
Shake your thing.
Sing with us, because we tired already.
Man, what? You want to come take the mic?
Please. Come on. Rock steady with us. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. And, Aretha, obviously, I love the 80s. So that 70s, 80s time frame for me, that's where my love of music kind of sits.
Yes.
The Aretha of that time is
that's around the I'm gonna not go.
Yes.
Not go.
Yes.
So I am very much looking forward to all of that, and we'll be singing along for sure. But thank you, ladies, so much for being with me today.
Of course.
I'm so looking forward to hosting you for the week, and just letting you enjoy getting this show ready for tour, because so many different cities are going to be able to experience this show on this tour this year. And we're so grateful to be the first stop. I can't tell you.
Thank you. We're grateful to even have this opportunity.
And everyone, get your tickets to see Respect the Aretha Franklin Story. WagnerNoel.com. It is not to be missed. We are going to sing and rejoice and great music that night.
Yes, we are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Stephanie.
You're welcome. We'll see y'all soon.
See you. See you.
Bye.